We're going to look at some vocabulary for a slightly less common topic, but it's one that you could still definitely see on the IELTS test, and that's for arts. So let's have a look at some of the vocabulary we'll be looking at today. Creative, masterpiece, exhibition, festival, inspired, abstract, contemporary, elegant. So these are some words to talk about art, but art isn't just paintings and sculptures and these kinds of things. It can also mean operas or music or any creative activity really that you can think of. And let's take a look at creative. Creative means to be able to solve problems or make things that are of interest. Here are some examples. It's important to be creative and feel confident to express yourself. And we have this phrase, express yourself or express myself. It means you are able to communicate your ideas through speaking or through art to express yourself. And the next example, the painting was so original and creative. Creative, something original, an idea, a piece of art. Here we have the expression masterpiece. Now, a masterpiece really is reserved for the very, very best of something. For example, the Mona Lisa is considered a masterpiece portrait. Let's have a look at that in an example. Many people consider the Mona Lisa to be a masterpiece. The numerous sculptures at the museum are all real masterpieces of ancient art. More often than not, a masterpiece is very, very famous too. And here we have an exhibition. This is a noun, a place where art is shown, often in an art gallery. A friend messaged me and let me know about an awesome exhibition coming this weekend. After finishing this project, I will try and find an exhibition for my work. An exhibition, a place where you can see lots of different art. Again, it's usually held at an art gallery. Up next, we have festival. A festival can mean a few different things, but generally it's a big celebration. An art festival usually includes music and dance and traditional art, paintings and sculptures. Let's take a look at some examples. In the UK, summer is when all the festivals begin and people are very excited about it. I will travel to the local city to attend the famous food festival next month. This is a common phrase, a food festival. You can have different kinds of festivals, such as a food festival, a music festival, a dance festival, an art festival. So these are all different types of festival that you can have. Now we'll look at inspired. Inspired means that someone has changed your thinking. You believe their ideas were brilliant and you copy them in some ways. You are influenced by them. Many modern artists have been inspired by artists such as Van Gogh and Munch. The painting was inspired and was quite groundbreaking at the time it was made. When we describe something as groundbreaking, it means that it was a little bit of a shock at the time. It was very innovative. Abstract. When we talk about abstract in regards to art, it means a kind of art. An abstract painting really is something that does not have a simple meaning. It's not generally a portrait. It's something that you have to think about and decide your own meaning about this kind of art. It can have many different meanings. I don't very much like abstract art. I find it difficult to understand, if I'm honest. My friend from university is creating an abstract visual performance for his project. And the phrase visual performance, it generally means something that isn't quite dance, but is something that you need to look at. For example, it may be an empty room. It could be some kind of light show. It's a kind of art. Next up, we have contemporary. Now, contemporary means something that is modern. It's not very old. Contemporary music has many different styles and genres to listen to. I'll say that word again. If you're not familiar, it may seem strange at first. Genres. A genre is a type of something. In book genres, we have science fiction, fantasy, these kinds of things. A music genre could be rock or dance or jazz. Let's move on to the next example. Many younger people prefer contemporary art to more older styles. And finally, we have the word elegant. Elegant is something that is very carefully and beautifully done. The opera was quite elegant and breathtaking. The water paintings at the gallery were very elegant and carefully created. That brings us to the end of our vocabulary for the arts. I hope that you found some of this vocabulary to be interesting and useful.